Welcome. Today we're sort of turning our attention inward, exploring those unseen walls we sometimes feel, even when there's plenty of space around us.
That feeling, right, that subtle sense of restriction, like something's holding you back even when possibilities seem wide open.
Exactly. It's a very human feeling, that invisible boundary.
It really is.
And it's these walls, the ones not made of, brick or stone.
But thoughts, beliefs.
Yeah, the thoughts we carry, the beliefs we hold. That's what we want to understand a bit better today.
Well, there's this concept, Maya.
Often translated as illusion.
Right, illusion. It speaks to how our minds, well, they can shape our perception of reality.
How so?
Sometimes leading us to believe in limits that aren't fundamentally real. It's like seeing water shimmering on the horizon in a desert.
A mirage.
Exactly. A powerful image feels real, but it lacks, substance in the way we perceive it.
Okay, let's try and make that a bit more tangible. There's a story, a young monk.
Ah, yes. Feeling limited.
Right. His teacher gives him a clay pot, an empty one,
And asks him to fill it.
with large stones first. So he does, until he can't fit any more in.
And the teacher asks, is it full?
And the monk, seeing no more space, says yes.
But then
Then the teacher takes some sand and slowly pours it in.
and it trickles down, doesn't it? Fills the gaps between the stones.
Right. And now, the teacher asks again.
The monk has to admit, well, it's fuller now.
But it's not over. The teacher then takes water
The final element.
and pours it in until the pot is completely full, overflowing even.
It's such a beautiful illustration. The pot is our potential, you see.
Okay. And the stones.
Those are the obvious limitations, the things we think define our capacity, the big stuff we focus on.
Got it. So the sand.
That's like the hidden capacities, skills, possibilities we might not even know we have, things that fit around the big blocks.
And the water.
The water. That's the boundless potential, infinite possibility that's always there.
So the key insight is, the stones take up space in our awareness.
But they don't actually define the total capacity. They don't limit the sand or the water.
That's powerful. And it's interesting, how modern psychology kind of echoes this.
It does, doesn't it? Like in cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT.
Yeah, the idea that our thoughts directly influence our feelings and, well, what we do.
Exactly. And when we get stuck in these cycles, these loops of negative or limiting thoughts.
Those pathways in the brain just get stronger, easier to fall back into.
Precisely. They become well-worn paths, making those thoughts feel like the absolute truth.
Which connects to that idea of a fixed mindset, doesn't it?
The belief that our talents, our abilities, they're just static, set in stone, you could say.
But the brain isn't really like that.
Not at all. Its adaptability, its neuroplasticity is amazing when we consciously start to question those limiting beliefs.
And choose different perspectives, more empowering ones.
Yes. We can actually start to reshape those neural pathways, literally rewire things.
Opening up possibilities we just couldn't see before.
That's the potential.
And bringing it back to the Buddhist perspective, there's dependent origination.
Yes. A core principle. It suggests that nothing exists in isolation.
Everything's interconnected, arises depending on other factors.
Exactly, including our limitations, the beliefs we hold about ourselves, our capabilities. They often come from a whole web of things.
Like past experiences, external influences, stuff people told us.
All of that. It's a network of conditions. And the important part is, because they arise from conditions.
They aren't fixed. They aren't permanent or unchangeable.
Precisely. When you gently trace the roots of a limiting belief, maybe back to a specific failure or someone's critical voice,
You see the connections.
and understanding those connections, well, that can start to loosen the grip of the belief itself. It loses some of its power.
So, maybe for everyone listening, just take a moment. Consider, what might your invisible walls be made of?
Is it maybe a fear of making mistakes that stops you trying new things?
Or perhaps that quiet, nagging lack of self-belief, the doubts that whisper.
Or maybe it's the comparison game, always measuring yourself against others, feeling inadequate.
These are the kinds of self-imposed barriers we can start to just observe, understand with a bit more clarity.
And as we reflect on this, it's really important to honor the courage it takes.
Courage.
Yes, the courage to look directly at these ingrained beliefs, to face the discomfort, the uncertainty that comes with questioning them.
That's not always easy.
No, it's a deeply personal journey. Dismantling these walls. As the Buddha said, no one saves us but ourselves. The work is ours to do.
But it's inspiring when you see people who've actually done it, like Sarah Blakely, the founder of Spanx.
Oh, absolutely. A great example.
She faced so many rejections, countless obstacles building her business.
But she didn't let them become impenetrable walls, did she?
No, apparently she reframed them, saw setbacks as learning opportunities, kept that vision of success clear.
It's a fantastic reminder of our own capacity, our power to redefine what we think limits us.
So maybe another gentle question for ourselves.
What walls are you sensing right now in your own life?
And are they truly offering safety, security?
Could they actually be creating a feeling of being trapped? Unknowingly.
It's a valuable question just to sit with for a while.
And always remembering the potential to dismantle them, well, it resides within you.
Okay, so building on this idea of unseen forces shaping our experience, let's talk about karma.
Karma, which is often misunderstood, I think.
Right. It's more than just, simple cause and effect, like do good, get good.
It's deeper than that. It's about the patterns we create, the momentum built up through our consistent thoughts, our words, our actions over time.
Like being a gardener of our own experience.
That's a lovely way to put it. The limitations you encounter, the situations you find yourself in, they often grow from seeds you've planted, maybe unconsciously.
Through habitual ways of thinking or reacting.
Exactly. Through the grooves we wear into our minds and behaviors.
The story of Angulimala comes to mind here.
Ah, yes. A very powerful story. A man who caused immense harm.
Or a garland of fingers, the story goes.
A truly fearsome figure, yet through his encounter with the Buddha,
He transformed completely.
he underwent a profound change. It reminds us, doesn't it, that while our past actions absolutely shape our present,
The consequences are real.
yes, but the future isn't set in stone, it's not predetermined. We always have the potential to shift our path, to plant different seeds now.
So where do we most often see these self-limiting karmic patterns playing out?
Well, I think we can often spot them in, say, 3 key areas. One is definitely our internal dialogue.
That inner critic, or just the constant stream of negative self-talk.
Yes, the way we speak to ourselves, planting those little seeds of doubt, of not good enough.
Okay, what's another one?
Fear of failure is a big one, that heavy weight of needing things to be perfect.
Which can stop us from even starting something new.
Absolutely, it paralyzes potential. And the third,
Let me guess. Comparison.
you got it, that trap of constantly measuring ourselves against others, looking outward instead of inward.
And almost always finding ourselves lacking in some way. It's an illusion of separation, really.
It is, but the good news is the wisdom traditions offer antidotes, practical things we can do.
Okay, like what? For the negative self-talk.
Cultivating mindful awareness, just noticing that inner voice without judgment, and then consciously choosing kinder, more encouraging words for ourselves.
Gentle redirection.
Exactly. And for the fear of failure.
Embracing imperfection.
Yes. There's that beautiful Zen aesthetic, wabi-sabi, finding beauty in flaws, in the imperfect, the transient.
Valuing the process, the learning, more than some impossible standard of perfection.
Precisely. And for the comparison trap.
Gratitude. Recognizing what we do have.
That's huge. And also practices like metta, loving kindness meditation, cultivating feelings of goodwill and recognizing our deep interconnectedness with everyone.
Seeing that we're not really separate.
When you feel connected, comparison tends to dissolve.
Oprah Winfrey's story seems relevant here.
Oh, absolutely. Despite facing enormous challenges early on,
Her journey really shows how things like mindfulness, compassion, incredible resilience.
yes, how they can break those negative karmic patterns, leading to profound transformation personally and, well, globally is the case.
It really underscores that liberation, that freedom. It starts with awareness,
Awareness and conscious choices. Every day.
which leads nicely into maybe a daily practice. You mentioned the threefold reflection.
Yes, a simple but powerful practice, perhaps at the end of the day. Just asking yourself 3 things.
Okay, what are they?
First, what kinds of seeds did I plant today? Through my thoughts, my words, my actions. Just noticing the patterns.
Zach.
How did I nurture myself and others today? Where was there kindness, compassion, support?
And third.
What perceived walls, what limitations can I consciously aim to soften or begin to dismantle tomorrow, even just a little bit?
It's a way to become a more active participant in shaping our reality, isn't it? Co-creating it.
Exactly, conscious co-creation.
Okay, so this leads us towards maybe the deepest concept yet. Emptiness. Shunyata.
Ah, yes. Profound and sometimes tricky to grasp initially. It's the insight that all phenomena everything we experience.
Including the limitations we feel.
Yes, including those limitations. They lack an inherent, fixed, independent existence.
Right.
Meaning they don't exist all by themselves, unchanging and solid. They exist in relation to other things. They arise dependently, and they are profoundly shaped by our perception of them.
Okay. Can we make that more concrete, maybe a metaphor?
The classic one is the ocean and its waves.
Okay.
The waves appear as distinct forms, right? They have boundaries, shape, movement. But fundamentally, what are they made of?
Water. The same water as the whole ocean.
Exactly. They aren't separate entities from the ocean. They are temporary expressions of the ocean.
So our perceived limitations are like the waves.
They can be seen that way. Temporary expressions, patterns arising from our deeper, boundless nature, not separate, solid, permanent things in themselves.
That changes things. If they're not solid,
Then perhaps they don't have the power over us that we think they do. Their reality is contingent, perceived.
wow. There's the story of Milarepa too, right?
Milarepa, a powerful Tibetan figure, started on a path of, well, vengeance and black magic.
Caused a lot of suffering.
Indeed. But he underwent an incredible transformation to become a deeply revered yogi and poet.
How does his story connect to emptiness?
His journey shows how understanding the emptiness, the lack of inherent reality, even of our past actions, and the identity built around them.
Letting go of those rigid definitions of, I am the person who did those things.
Exactly. Letting go of that fixed self can liberate us from the chains of karma. It doesn't erase the past, but it changes our relationship to it and opens the future.
So from this understanding of emptiness, what are some maybe practical steps? How does this land in daily life?
Well, one key practice is non-attachment, particularly non-attachment to specific outcomes.
Focusing more on the effort than the result.
Yes, putting your best effort, your right effort, into each moment with sincerity. And then trusting the natural unfolding of events without clinging tightly to how you think it should turn out.
That takes practice.
Oh, definitely. Another is embracing impermanence, Annika.
Seeing change not as a threat, but
As freedom. Recognizing that everything, thoughts, feelings, situations, even limitations, is constantly changing. It frees us from rigid expectations, allows us to flow with life rather than resisting it.
finding peace in the flux.
Yes, and maybe most crucially, cultivating radical self-acceptance.
Bodhicitta, is that related?
It relates to that awakened heart that includes extending unconditional compassion to ourselves, acknowledging our flaws, our imperfections, not as failures, but just as part of being human.
So, summing those up, valuing the effort over the outcome,
Trusting the unfolding,
recognizing the freedom in impermanence.
and nurturing deep, unwavering kindness towards ourselves, warts and all.
That feels like a powerful combination.
It truly is. And the effects aren't just personal.
How so?
Well, when we break through our own perceived boundaries, it often has a ripple effect. Think of, say, J.K. Rowling.
Facing huge personal and professional challenges before Harry Potter took off.
Exactly. Overcoming those internal and external walls. Her individual liberation, you could say, ended up having this enormous positive impact, inspiring millions.
Our inner work can radiate outwards.
It often does. Liberation is contagious, in a way.
So, maybe the final thought to leave everyone with.
A reflection, perhaps.
If these boundaries, these limitations you perceive, are ultimately empty of inherent fixed existence,
Like the waves are empty of being separate from the ocean.
then what becomes possible? What opens up? If you simply stop believing in their ultimate reality, stop treating them as solid, impenetrable walls.
Just consider that. Consider the vast, maybe unimaginable potential that awaits when those self-constructed limits are no longer perceived as real. What then?